Hey, hey, it's your girl Ebony. Stick around because today's guest on the Showcase Talk Show is Anthony Farhat Johnson. Be right back.
Welcome to the showcase, baby. The showcase, righteous mind, it's your time to shine. The showcase, righteous mind, it's your time to shine. The showcase.
If I save a soul from going to the penitentiary, going to Trenton State, going to Sing Sing and spending the rest of his life in it, I've done my job and may Allah reward me.
Muslims in the jail system are communities. We're not congregations.
Welcome back. Today's guest says that he will no longer let his past hold him back, and he has written and created a documentary to prove it. Ladies and gentlemen, Anthony Farhat Johnson. Anthony, come on in. Nice to meet you.
Safe.
Yes. Now listen, man. We got a lot to talk about, and it's deep. So I just want to jump right in the frying pan, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm a talker. That's what I do.
All right, so let's kick back. Let's get comfortable. So we have something called Hustler's Redemption.
Yes.
But Hustler's Redemption stems from your time inside. Correct?
Pretty much, I came up with the concept because, nobody addresses the hustler. They address the drug addict, they address the alcoholic, they address the mental health, but nobody addressed the sick hustler, the illegal hustler, the stick-up boy, the drug dealer, the booster. Nobody addresses him, and he's just as sick as the drug addict. And I seen, and it just bothered me. So I said, let me address these people. Let me get them a cure.
Okay.
So that's what I did.
So other than, just the fact that no one talks about, because, and it's going to sound weird, but I like the fact that you mentioned that this is an addiction too. Because people think, oh, I take drugs, I drink alcohol, I binge, that's an addiction. But this is an addiction too, to the lifestyle and what it is that you want to do. You know what I mean? So I don't want to tell the story,
Listen, I was definitely addicted to, having people cater to me, being able to go out and eat when I want to, go shopping every day. I remember, and I don't mean to glorify this, I'm not glorifying it because I gave so many years of them hills and mountains with them pilgrims to, pay for it. But we used to go shopping every day. Brand new clothes every day. Don't know what the clothes we had before. That's right. That's right. But I was sick. I was used to having people cater to me. I was used to going and popping bottles with models. And I loved that. I love when I come to the spot. They'd be like, yo, my man.
Yeah.
I loved that. It really fed my ego. And I got addicted to it. And then, my self-centeredness and my ego wouldn't allow me to get a regular job to where they'd be like, oh, I can't even take you out to dinner. I mean, pretty chick. I want to have that money. Let's go. I want to go. But it took adjusting to really deal with the ego. Because the ego, as some programs say, easing God out. But the ego's the killer. The ego will have you sitting up with 25 to life at Sing Sing somewhere. Because I had to show you I was that dude.
Right.
And I had to show you that I had to make this money. And I want to get this real quick. I don't mean to stop. But I got brothers that, I was up, I had to get it to feed my family.
Yeah.
But you just done 8 years in the penitentiary. Who fed your family?
Right.
Your wife worked 2 jobs. My wife worked 2 jobs to take care of me when I was gone. So I can't say I'm going to bust this lick to take care of my family.
Yeah.
Because I wound up giving it all back to the system in court fees. So I just addressed it. Like I sat in the therapeutic community. Because here in New York City, you get a drug charge or swiping charge, they'll give you a program. Say you want a program, they'll give you a program. But these people don't have drug problems. So the person in the program sitting here that does have a problem, he can't get help. the person that's sitting there can't get help because he can't identify with I'm a drug addict.
Right,
He can maybe not never identify with shooting dope in his hand or smoking crack.
right,
He's a hustler.
right.
He's addicted and just as sick. So I came up with the concept. I wrote a 12-step book, and I broke down the steps. I have a couple of YouTube videos out breaking down the steps, and it's just to address somebody that's sick and suffering. Like, you know, who's really getting high these days? You know, it ain't the 80s and 90s when it was a real epidemic.
Right, right.
You know, and people ain't even selling drugs no more. These jokers are swiping out of control. You know, stick up boys rapping. They didn't do new crimes, and this hustling thing is like, I just addressed it so somebody can hear. You know what I'm saying? I got tired of seeing brothers up there, up north, back and back. And the insanity is that I'll do a bid, come back home, because I got 4-state bids. I'm insane.
Okay.
So this is a dress for me, it's a cure for me, and then maybe I can help somebody.
Right.
I said in one of my YouTube videos, if I could just help one person,
Yeah.
I done my job and may Allah reward me. So,
How long were you in prison altogether?
altogether, no, I'm ashamed to say. No, it is what it is, you know. Tell the truth, shame the devil. I think about maybe 17 years altogether, between state bids, county bids, before bailing out, about 17 years, 50. Wasted a lot of time.
What was it that made you say, no, no more, I'm not doing this anymore, I'm not coming back, this in and out, this back and forth, this relationship ain't for me, I'm breaking up with you? What was the point, what was the pivotal point?
I got tired of sharing showers with men. I'm a heterosexual man. I got tired of sharing showers with the next joker.
Okay,
You know,
okay, that's real.
that was it. You know what I'm saying? Lil Wayne said it's he said he'd rather be pushing flowers than sharing showers. And I just said, you know, tired of this. Tired of, you know, people. I'm abandoning people, and then I get up north and feel like you abandoned me. Oh, I left you.
Right.
You know, I get this, you know, because my craziness be like, oh, you ain't do nothing for me, you ain't answer the phone. I left you out there.
Right,
You
but
know
you
what I'm
put me in that situation.
Yeah, I put you in
where
that
I was-
situation, but I had to really get to that because I get up north and get my feelings.
Right, but that's human,
Yeah,
that's
and
what
get
we
my
do.
feelings, but if I don't, I had to see the whole thing through, and that's why I kept up. I came up with this intergroup because it deals with the psychosocial of the disease of the hustler's addiction. It doesn't just deal with, you know, I love getting money. No,
Right.
it deals that it's a sickness and you're a sick individual, and I'm thinking it's sick because these pockets get a little funny. I'm gonna bust a lick.
Right, and it's so true because it's not even just about, I wanna do this, I wanna do this, I want the money, but it's that feeling, it's like, well, I just gotta wait for this. Let me see if I can do it again. And
That's another part of it
because
too.
it got so easy, well, I
Yeah.
can do it again,
Yeah,
I can do
wow.
it again.
Wow.
Oh, I need this, let me just,
Yeah.
you know, whether you got the money or not, it's all right. I know I can do it.
Yeah.
And so you have to get past that.
I think the ego and the self-centeredness plays such a big part because, you know, I know a couple of kingpins, and one of my friends, you know, ex-kingpin, shout out Keith Feliciano, he's out the game. And this kid had it, $30,000 a day,
Wow.
and he works at Amazon, one of them spots too. You know what I'm saying? I'm very proud of him.
Yeah.
Like he had it, he made a transition, but it was hard for him.
Would you say that making the book, the program, the documentary, that it was a cathartic experience?
I did this the last 6 months. I came up with this whole concept the last 6 months of my incarceration.
Okay.
You know, I had to go to KSAC to get work release. And I sat there and you know, they said, what's your drug of choice? Well, I'm addicted to the game. I'm addicted to the game. But Oasis pays for drugs and alcohol. Aces don't pay for you being addicted to the game. So I said, I got 4 felonies. My money a little funny going home. Let me create something so I can feed my family and help somebody.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's my whole idea.
Yes.
You know, I'm a hustler.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get this money.
So you found a way to still hustle,
Still hustle.
but legitimately,
Yeah.
legitimately,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then trying to break that cycle.
It's a win-win situation. It keeps me on my toes. It helps somebody that's not been addressed, and I'll be able to feed my family with it. They pay good for motivational speaking.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
do.
they do.
I was thinking about tapping into that, like, wait a minute. You know, I kind of like to talk a little
Yeah,
bit.
like I'm doing like my motivational things I'm doing down in speeches. I'm doing them all for free now. They're all for free. I gotta ask my manager how long we're doing it for free.
Right, because it's going to be a point where, you know,
Oh no, it's gonna.
your
listen,
stomach going to start rumbling.
No. I work full-time job. I'm a messenger, man. I got a regular job and don't pay all that great, but I make a living, man. You know, I
But
make
you're also
ends
an
meet.
entrepreneur.
Yeah. This is gonna. I did my first bid, and I had 4 years. And when I came home, God, my higher power, blessed me with a job at WorldCom. I was a corporate manager making almost $60,000 in 1996, my first year home, and I messed it up because it wasn't enough. And I went to dip into all types of crazy stuff, and I messed my life up again. Then when I did this, you said, "What made me that?" And I said, "You know what? God gonna give me another chance. God's a merciful God. I don't mean to get religious on the show, but you know, I'm Muslim and I know God. You know, He's a merciful God." And I said, "He's gonna give me something this time, just like He gave me that job at WorldCom. But what I'm gonna do with it?" So He gave me Hustlers Redemption Intergroup. I think this thing is really gonna take off. I'm very passionate about it. Getting the money up for the book.
Okay.
And you know, the documentary came around. You know, documentary to see myself on a big screen, like not even 60 days home from the penitentiary, is a very remarkable experience. And just being on the show with you is like, you know, this builds my brand. I'm building a brand.
Yeah.
This is work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate you.
People don't understand it, yeah.
This is work. This is building my brand.
Seems
Like, you know,
fun, but-
you ain't bad on the eyes either. So this is very good.
I love it.
Yes.
Love this. Now, on that note, we're going to pause right quick. We're going to be right back. We're going to show you a clip and some of the steps from Hustlers Redemption.
HRI, it's a movement.
Hustlers Redemption Intergroup Mission Statement. Our goal here at HRI is to help the hustler identify that he or she is addicted to a lifestyle of legal hustling that leads to jails, institutions, and death. After the hustler can identify as an addict to the lifestyle, our mission is to help the hustler not give up the hustle that he or she has, but to change the product the hustler hustles. By showing that there are other ways to have the finer things in life without destroying our communities and getting life bids in the penitentiary. This is our mission, to reform the thinking of the hustler. Step 1. We admit that our love for money, power, and street fame has made our lives unmanageable and forced the government to manage it for us. I'm keeping on eye. I loved the power I get when I was hustling, when I was getting this money and had people cater to me. I loved it. I couldn't go without it. I was addicted to it and didn't even know. But like I said, this thing is passed on from generation to generation. Just like other people, they pass on, like Louis Vuitton. He passed on his legacy. Why are we not passing these things on?
Welcome back. I'm Ebony. I'm sitting here with Anthony Farhat Johnson of the Hustlers Redemption in a group. Now, Anthony, we just saw a clip of a couple of the steps from the Hustlers Redemption program. I love how you're very inclusive with the way you speak in your wording. You say "I." You're not being preachy, you know, because this is for you too.
This helps me.
Right.
You know, help yourself to help somebody. You know, I'm my worst enemy. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be able to bring this to you and know what I'm talking about if I didn't live this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In therapeutic communities, you have people that are former addicts that go and talk about it. Then you have people that went to school. And most people, I'm not saying all the time, most people identify with a former addict than a clinical. Because he can talk to them in language.
We can get real.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
you know what I went through. We've experienced.
Yeah, we experience and we can talk and you can feel my pain.
Right. As opposed to just reading something in a book.
Yeah. I got something to say. I remember you said you wanted about the conversion of me being Muslim.
Yes, because you converted.
I converted about 30 years ago. I always believed in God. I remember I used to carry a little green Bible with me. And my mom said I started getting in trouble when I stopped having that green Bible in my pocket. So when I went to jail the first time at about, what was I, like 23? I knew I needed God. So I was going to church like 5 days a week. And I remember before I got extradited, I was down in Atlanta and got extradited back to Jersey. And I remember seeing this Muslim and I liked the way he moved, you know what I'm saying? His respect, I liked the discipline, how he's standoffish. You know, he wasn't standoffish, I just liked his vibe. So I was a Christian at the time and, you know, I made my prayer schedule 6. I was a Christian. But when I got extradited back to Jersey and I went to the penitentiary, brother gave me a Quran and a what's in it because I was going to church. And I converted after I was going to church and one after the other. Because they were like 6 o'clock was church and then 7:30 was Islam. I remember the CEO said, "What's wrong with you, Johnson? You confused?" I said, "I'm just searching for the truth."
Right.
And I know I need the discipline. because I'm a wild boy.
Mhm.
Even at my age, if I'm not praying,
Mhm.
I'm slipping.
Okay.
You know, not necessarily in a whole bunch of areas that might send me back to jail, but just my relationship with God.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I definitely have to make the prayer. But I remember saying you're confused, but I converted because I needed that discipline. And even as a Christian, I read the Old Testament. It was just belief in one God.
Mhm.
There wasn't no whole rabble thing, and that's not against anyone. It worked for me. It made sense, you know. Worship God, feed the poor, make prayer.
Right.
Because prayer is going to distinguish yourself from the disbelievers. And once the disbelievers see you praying, maybe they'll come believers. They'll see your character. Because I was attracted to Islam.
Okay.
I was attracted to Islam. I'm not the best Muslim, but I make prayer. I try. I'm a little too flashy to be a sheik. I think they'll hang me in Saudi
They're not
Arabia.
gonna let
They be
you
like,
flash
your
you
beard ain't long enough. But I believe in Allah. I make the salat, man. You know, I pray. And I try to do the best I can because the shaitan, he's the worst. Believe me. The shaitan will have you up there sing for 25 years. Having somebody come see me on the trailer.
Right.
It's just insane. But the 12 steps, I want to, one more thing before we go on. The 12 step, I just want to, can I give it one step? I just want to read a step, and I'm pretty sure she showed it in the clip. It says, we admitted that our love for money, power, and street fame has has made our lives unmanageable and has made the government manage it for us. That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
My life has become so unmanageable that I had to have the government take me out of society and tell me when to eat, make my bed, when to shower, and then go shower with another man. So he's really messed up my psychosocial. But like, I did this to myself.
Right. Right.
I did this to myself. Like, and then continued to do it for myself for like 17 years off and on.
Right.
Why?
So something wasn't clicking. You weren't learning the lesson that was being taught. So
You know, my ego wanted me to tell you I was somebody I wasn't. And if I had this money in this car and I was popping bottles with you, I could lie to you and tell you whatever I wanted to. Whether you believe me or not is a different story.
Right.
But I wanted you to think I was that guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I know if I had this money and this life of ease, you know what I'm saying? Besides the stick-up boy and them kicking in your door, you know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is pick up the phone. But at the end of the day, I wanted to be somebody I wasn't. I wasn't happy with myself.
Okay.
I don't know why. I just wasn't happy with myself. So I was, how would we say? I didn't think I was anybody without this paper. So I continued to get this paper so I could be somebody.
That's deep, and that's part of the addiction. That's
It's
part of like
the
the,
addiction,
it's like
yeah.
self-treatment.
Yeah, I like popping bottles with models before I was married. I like having access to money, but like, that's the crazy thing. Ain't nothing wrong with having no money. I talk about that in the step, but ain't nothing wrong with having a couple of bands, $250,000 in the bank. It's just I didn't take my lazy behind the couch for 4 years so I can make a $250,000 job.
Right.
See, that's the thing. Ain't nothing wrong with having some money, but I'm lazy and I don't want to go do it.
Right. Look for the
So I'm going to take yours.
But let's go back because I want to make sure that we touch on a couple other things
Okay,
too.
sure.
And this is all very deep and it's all important. When you came out, you decided to have somebody shadow you for 6 months.
I'm
What
going
was
to tell you.
that like?
You know what? I'll tell you the truth. I did a lot of planning with this thing the last 6 months. I just came up with the concept. I was sitting in KSAC, and I said, everybody is a drug dealer. I'm the only user drug dealer. I said, I got something for them. I wrote it. I wrote the book, everything in like 3 months. Anyway, the documentary didn't have a clue about that.
Okay.
I just wanted to do some YouTube videos. I wanted to do some commercials. That was it to get the brand going.
Right.
I went to Jumar, my first Jumar date, and it was 2 days before my birthday. So, I've been away for 2.5 years. I want to show my little muscle picture for my birthday. And the guy that was I didn't have a phone yet. I was in work release. And I met Xavier. I said, you think after Jumar you can take a picture of me? I'll pay you? He said, no, you don't have to pay me. He said, I'm here to see such. I'm not even Muslim. I'm here to see the imam, and we're doing the documentary. I said, well, I just gave him jail. And we just clicked.
Okay.
He kind of invaded my life for 6 months. Sometimes, it was like Xavier. I mean, he was really on. we have so many hours. We have almost 6 months of filming.
Yeah.
Like, I just did the NYU Film Festival last month, and it was amazing to see myself on a big screen.
Yeah.
Like a really feeling. But he invaded my life for 6 months. But when I see myself on that screen,
Mm-hmm.
I said it was all worth
Worth
it.
it.
I said, let's get to work. Let's do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, because
That's a new addiction.
yeah. This whole thing is like, but I'm not going to jail for coming to talk shows and coming to
Right.
speak to things. So there ain't nothing wrong.
It's a
with this.
different high.
It's a different high.
Right.
It's a different high. It is, you know, people gonna get high one way or another.
Yeah.
They're gonna drink some coffee.
Choose
You know what I'm saying? They're gonna watch some movies. They're gonna get some type of enjoyment because the soul wants to be touched.
Mhm.
And I don't tell you something about the soul and the psychosocial part of addiction and how things, you know, even the music.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like Rick Ross has never sold a gram of crack anywhere in the world. But he got these jokers talking about every day I'm hustling.
Mhm.
Like, I like the song, it's catchy.
Yeah.
But
you
he
see
got
the
you,
ringtone.
he got you thinking he's got something off the port of Miami. He ain't never touched the gram.
Right.
He's an old correctional officer, turned rapper.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? But
Right.
the music is so influential. Like I was listening to Kiki Wine,
Mm-hmm.
and I never really listened to her. And she was, and it touched my soul. I was crying in my room. And my roommate didn't know I was crying in my room for like 2 days. This girl can really sing. That's how
Yeah.
music touches the soul. Like it's very, you have to watch what you put into yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I'm hanging around a whole bunch of hustlers, I can't be around no people that's getting money.
Right.
I can't be around you. Because you're going to pop out, you're going to go out, you're going to pop this dick stack, and I'm going to go like this in my wallet. Go like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to
Yeah.
feel inferior. I'm going to
Mhm.
feel a certain type of way.
Then you go right back down.
But if I'm not in touch with myself, I got in touch with myself. I'm cool with $20, $30 in my pocket. I'm
Okay.
good.
Okay.
I shop at the
Good.
dollar store.
Yep.
My favorite spot.
Look, get in
Dollar
trouble there.
Tree.
I done spent so much at the dollar
Dollar
store.
Tree,
I thought
yeah.
I was winning.
Yeah.
They came out. They showed me the bill. But listen, what do we have next for Hustlers Redemption? Because you're going to be at the Jamaica Library.
I'm going
Is that
to. I have
right?
2 engagements. Big shout out to Chrissy. I have 2 speaking engagements at the Jamaica Bay Library.
Mhm.
This Thursday, the 7th, coming up.
Okay.
From 6:30 to 7:30.
Uh-huh.
I'll be breaking down a couple of steps and just getting people to know what Hustlers Redemption is and getting them to know me and what I'm trying to do. And we have another engagement the 21st at the same time, at the same place.
And that's at 9727 Seaview Avenue.
Seaview Avenue, yeah. I think
Right.
it's a little train ride. We can get there.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
yeah.
Okay. All
It's-
right.
I'm very
Now,
excited about that.
there's like, are there any like, anything that's coming up? You know, any festivals that you're looking to submit
Well,
to?
my
Magazines, networks.
documentary Hustlers Redemption is being shopped around as we speak.
Okay.
Due to legal reasons, I can't tell you who's looking at it
Okay.
and things of that nature, but it is being shopped. And we're about to get back to work and do some more work onto it. Maybe the sequel, or we're just going to build a brand on it.
Right.
So that is in the works. I had a meeting yesterday down in Trenton. Gentleman of mine, he has a big youth group down there.
Mhm.
So I'm trying to get some of that state money too. You know, so you know, this is like I said, this is a business too for me. This is a business for me.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I'm going to help some people,
Mhm.
but
mhm.
I look at like I have 4 felonies. You know.
But you've come so far.
Yeah.
You've come so far.
yeah, no, I
This
have-
is definitely an accomplishment.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
I appreciate you.
Everybody,
I appreciate
definitely
you.
everybody can't say that. But I'm getting the signal, so I need to tell everybody where to find you.
You can go on, you can see my YouTube videos. There are Hustlers Redemption Intergroup, step 1, 2, and 3, and 4 and 5. You got to put steps, or you'll go to Jay-Z's song.
All right.
You can hit me up in my email, Hustlers Redemption Intergroup at gmail.com.
Okay. Do we have any social media?
No, you know what? I just came home, so I ain't all that tech savvy. I'm
Okay.
trying to get with it. I got an
Okay.
email. I got a face. Oh, you can hit me on Facebook, Anthony Johnson,
Okay.
the Bronx, I guess. That's how you can find me. You know, I'm just
Now-
working.
What do we do if we want to book you for a speaking engagement?
Oh, you can call my manager Heidi Z.
Okay.
A big shout out to my manager Heidi Z.
Okay.
You can get her on she's on Facebook as Heidi Z Green,
Okay.
and she's on Instagram as the Boss and Heidi the Boss
Okay.
on both of them.
Heidi the Boss.
Heidi
on
the Boss, yeah,
Instagram.
yeah. So definitely, and you can always get in contact with the show and you can link me to it.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good. Well, that is our time for today, unfortunately. Anthony, thank you so much
I
for
appreciate
stopping
you.
by
Thank you. I
and
appreciate
talking
you.
with
Right.
me.
Thank you.
Thank
You're a good host too.
Thank you.
Usually I run over the host when I do the things. I just talk. I'm a talker. I just
Oh,
talk.
no,
talk,
I
talk,
got
talk.
this.
Nah, you got that. I'm gonna let you do you. I'm gonna let you do you.
Do make sure you email him, hustlersredemptionintergroup@gmail.com. In the meantime, as always, make sure you follow us on Instagram at The Showcase TV. Follow me, Ebon A Forever, EBONEEFOREVER on Instagram. Follow our booking manager at Brooklyn Mobile Tour. Make sure you follow us on YouTube, please. Follow us on the Showcase Talk Show. And as always, stay fabulous. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, it's your girl Ebon A of the Showcase Talk Show. Want to give a special shout out and great thank you to our food sponsors for today, Q Eats. Follow my man Cordero Sellers, aka Chef Rocka, on Instagram at Q Eats. That's CUEEATS. You want to get them to sponsor an event? Then just hit them up on Instagram or follow them, QEats@gmail.com. They're a Brooklyn-based business. They've been around since 2015. All vegan, vegetarian food, all organic, all natural, all handmade from scratch. Check them out. I can tell you, it's delicious.
Many people struggle with natural hair when washing it. Finding the right product that leaves your natural hair both shiny and manageable can be frustrating. You try product after product. Nothing seems to be a good match. Now try No Ooch and Ouch Detangling Serum. No Ooch and Ouch Detangling Serum. It's great for all hair types, even kids, and gentle enough to use every single day.
Oh, yay!
Grab your bottle today at KimmyStyles.com. That's KIMMIESTYLZ.com.
Yes! Welcome to the showcase, baby. The showcase. Righteous minds. It's your time to shine. The showcase. Righteous minds. It's your time to shine. The showcase.
Time to shine, make you go blind with glittering fame. I'm blowing up your radio stations, remember my name. I'm never ever going back inside the door that I came. I'm thinking like a Bossellini, I'm no longer a lame.